aspirations. Not only, you know, to play in this league at a very high level, but he wants to be an ownership group. He's positioned himself. Now, by the time LeBron is able to own a team, every team's going to be worth upwards of $2 billion. And so even as much money as LeBron made, he knows he's going to have partners. And he's positioned himself. It was reported, they have $7 billion in holdings. So the FSG, the Red Sox, Liverpool, Roush Fenway Racing, and Nesson. So
New England Sports Network.
Skip, he's positioned himself in perfect position to be able to have the backing. Because minorities, okay, what better minority to have the face of a franchise and to be in business with than that guy? So he understands what he's doing. LeBron James, everything is very, very calculated with him. He's just not, you know, everybody's like, well, I thought he liked the Yankees. Well, the Yankees weren't available for him to buy into. So you know what? He took the next best thing. He took the Red Sox.
There is some irony involved there.
It is.
But again, he's involved with Liverpool and everybody because they have tentacles out everywhere. So he's just part of the Fenway Sports Group, which is a subsidiary of that Redbird Investments that you talk about with those holdings.
So what happens?
Major players.
Yeah. So what happens when a basketball team becomes available? Now
you've got the backing.
You got the backing. And that's, hey, I'd love to see us have. Maybe he can get involved in. They want to get a football team at some point in time.
Maybe.
And you know, Skip, if basketball's for $2 billion, you know football. Mr. Richardson sold his team for $2.5 billion. It's probably going to be $3 billion. The price, sports franchise, Skip, they ain't losing money. They're going up in value, and he's positioned himself in a very good spot to be able to say in another 5 years, I don't know how long he wants to play, say 5 to 10 years, if one of these things become available, LeBron James is going to get it.
So you know how I feel about LeBron off the court when it comes to crusading for social, racial justice. He's the GOAT. When it comes to investing, to becoming a mogul, while he's a superstar player, he is the GOAT. There's never been anything quite like him. Obviously, Michael Jordan had the sneakers, and he's just unchallenged in that area.
You're nobody's going to be able to catch him.
Got to be the shoes, and it just is. So, as LeBron said last night after the game, it's going to happen sooner than later. And this was a huge, significant first step toward that, because to all your points, he has now positioned himself to pull this off very soon after he decides to call it quits as a player. And I am here to tell you that I don't think he'll be just a good owner. I think he'll be a great one.
I do too.
Because I think he wants to be an owner/operator, just the way Jordan has been in Charlotte. But I've said this from the start, and you know how much I love Michael Jordan as a player, and he is the player GOAT. It's not even close.
It is close. It is close.
As an owner-operator, he has been a disaster, the all-time worst, because he's been running that franchise now for 14 seasons. They've made the playoffs 3 times. Twice they got swept. Once in 2016, they went to 7 games against the Heat but lost. So he's 3-12 in the postseason with only 3 appearances. LeBron will be way better than that. Michael was just so all-time gifted that it's hard for him to see who can and can't play. LeBron plays a very different game than Michael played.
He does.
He plays a cerebral game. He plays it as much with his mind as his body. Not that Michael didn't have high basketball IQ, because he did, but LeBron thinks it and sees it and can sort of go out of body to see it unfold and be a couple of moves ahead of you. Jordan was just raw talent and just killer will. I'm going to do this. I'm going to will this ball in on my 18-foot turnaround jumper, and it's just going to go in whether you like it or not. I'm going to will my team to this championship whether you like it or not, and I don't care what you think of me. LeBron plays a very different game sort of on and off the court. Well, his game will adapt to ownership much better than Michael's has. Now, to Michael's credit, LaMelo Ball has fallen out of heaven into his lap, and it's working. They're 20-18 now, so voila.
Within the 6th spot, right?
5th seed.
5th seed, okay.
5th seed. And since LaMelo has been a starter, which is the last 18 games, he's averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. That will work.
Right.
He is shooting 44%. LaMelo is from 3.
He's the reason why Lonzo playing well.
85. I believe that. I think you're right.
Lonzo said, you ain't finna come here, little baby boy, and show me up.
Hey,
Let me get on my game.
Lonzo looks like a totally different
player, Skip.
Because he has fixed his shot.
Skip, when you look at Michael and you look at LeBron, LeBron has diversified his portfolio. Jordan was sneakers on the basketball team, and that's really it. Now, he kind of got in the car racing, him and Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
But if you look at LeBron portfolio, because when Jordan played, Jordan only portfolio was shoes. He didn't do anything else. He just had the shoes.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But LeBron is, Blaze Pizza and, Beats headphone and, Liverpool and now this, so he's placed
By the way,
himself.
Spring Hill Entertainment is dominating Hollywood
Production,
right now.
yes. So he's positioned himself. But Skip, it's not easy. When you're great, when you're taught everything that you did, you make it look easy. And what you can't understand is why somebody can't do what you did, why they can't do it. That's what Magic was telling us. Skip, he's like, man, why you can't make that pass? He's like, Urban, they not you. That's the hardest thing, Skip. That's why so many great players, they don't succeed at coaching, and they definitely don't succeed at. Jerry West is really the anomaly, Skip. A great player that could pick players.
Yeah, I agree.
But most of the time, Skip, they be picking.
It's just rare. It's just rare. LeBron will be that. We see him pick his all-star teams. He's been very good.
You see that? You see what he do, Skip? Did you see last night?
I don't really want to talk about some silly game.
Don't do that.
Minnesota.
Hold on, Skip. Don't do that, Skip. A triple-double in 31 minutes. Now, you see, you talking about, LeBron, why are you playing 38? Why are you playing 40
I would like
minutes?
to finish on something that really matters, and I would like to give the tip of the cap to one Maverick Carter, because LeBron is so blessed to have his longtime friend Maverick as his partner in everything that he does. Because, listen, I know Maverick. He is a powerhouse of a power broker on both Wall Street and in Hollywood, and LeBron can trust him every minute of every day to do the right thing.
That's the thing, Skip. You got to have a team. He has a great team, from Rich Paul, his agent, to Randy Mims, who handles his day-to-day operation, to Maverick Carter, to handle all things, like you said, the Wall Street, the Hollywood aspect of it. I handle that. He just focuses on, Savannah handles the house. He just focused on basketball. That's why he's about to be the five-time MVP. Five-time MVP of the regular. You know that?
He's about to back into it.
No, just Skip. Don't do it. Why would you do that? Why would you even say that?
We're having a nice conversation about something that really counts off the court.
So five-time MVP, 5 Finals MVP. That's not gonna count.
It's by default.
It's
okay. This thing off the floor, it's not by default.
It's not very. Jordan ain't finna be the only 6-time MVP, final 6-time champion. We're gonna be in the ownership group with that resume too.
Yep. Maybe it's about time to segue on into your second life, right?
No. We got to get them 40,000.
Oh, okay.
Skip, did you know we about to be top 10 in three-pointers made? We about to be top 10 three-pointers made. Top 10.
Well, if you keep shooting them when the other team's down 20 in the fourth quarter,
we put you down.
Might do that.
We put you down. Yeah. How did you get down? We did that.
How can you be the MVP when you're still shooting under 70% from the free throw line?
Nobody.
How can you do that?
But we shoot 50%.
Isn't that embarrassing?
You see that three-point field goal percentage ticking back up, ain't it?
Oh, it's ticked up to like 36%. Way to go.
I told you.
That probably ranks like 110th in the league.
I bet you don't.
Congratulations.
I bet you there ain't 109 guys you take in front of him.
Well, as three-point shooters, yes, there are.
I give you all of them.
Okay, I'll take them.
But I want to go.
Okay.
25, 12, and 12 in 31 minutes.
I'll take the Clippers, who actually lead the league in three-point shooting, and did a number on Luka the other night.
All you got to do, anybody that's playing the Clippers, get them to the last 5 minutes and be within 5 of them.
Well, that sounds like LeBron. Get LeBron to the free throw line in the last 5 minutes, and you are golden.
And they'll fold like a banquet chair at the end of the night.
I don't know. This isn't about the Clippers right now. This is about LeBron. This is about how impressive. And when you actually sit back and think about how impressive it is, what he does away from the game, and he's playing at this elite level, I mean,
it's almost as impressive on the court.
It's really his school. Did you guys mention that? All right, I'm impressed by how he manages it all. Yes, he has a great team behind him, but impressive nonetheless. Okay, it is tournament time, and that's pretty exciting for all of us. Fox Super 6 has you covered with 6 different contests, one for every round. So download the Fox Super 6 app now. Answer 6 questions about round 1 for your shot at a $1,000 guaranteed prize. But coming up next on Undisputed, Juju Smith-Schuster, Antonio Brown, well, they are still out there, but who is the best of the remaining free agents? We'll discuss next.